So I should be able to just pick this battery up. This thing is nasty. Okay, let's get this battery tray out. We've got a 10 millimeter here, maybe a 12 millimeter there, and there. Yep, 12 millimeter. All right, I just wanted to share with you guys, when you take out the battery tray, you do not have to take these 2 bolts out all the way. The one here, or the one right there. You can just leave them partially out, right there. And the reason being is Honda engineers actually made little cuts in the bottom of the battery tray, so you can just slide it up and out. You know, just take it out, slide it up, install it, just push it back down. So you don't need to take those bolts out all the way, just slide it up. Here's a linear solenoid. You can see green lasers on it right now. This is it. There's 4, maybe 5 10 millimeter bolts that hold this thing on. There's one connector. I think that's the A, this is the B, but don't quote me on that. So we need to disconnect that and disconnect that. And then I don't know if I need to take off this transmission mount. I might have to be able to sneak this thing out. There are, I'll show you when you get in there, but from the transmission there's like 3 prongs that sit up like steel tubes. Each one of those steel tubes, there's a filter at the very bottom, a fine metal filter, and those can be plugged up. So before I go ordering parts on Amazon for one of these, Honda wants about, I've seen them anywhere between $400 and $500 for this linear solenoid. I've seen them on Amazon anywhere from $100 to $150 with mixed reviews, but I'll put a link down in the description below if you guys want to take that shot. You guys could also look for a junkyard. I have a couple down here in Southern California. We have a couple Honda Acura specific junkyards that only deal with Hondas and Acuras, so I have pretty good luck with those guys. I'll put a link to those guys as well if you're in Southern California as well. But let me get you closer. Just took a paint marker, marked one of the connectors. Right here are the 2 tabs. Actually, here's a tab for the connector. You push that down and push that way to get it out. So I'll push it down. At the same time, push it out. Got it disconnected. And that sounded like that one broke. Okay, now we have the 6 10 millimeters. Like I said earlier, this thing is either shot or just dirty. I'm going to show you how to test it as well as clean it. You cannot test it on the car. Yes, you can put a voltage to it and hear clicks, but that doesn't tell you if the solenoid inside, the actual little piston, is moving or not. So yes, it will click. You'll hear a little click. You're like, oh, it's good. No, you need to visually see that the solenoid is actually moving the piston up and down. So just because you hear it doesn't mean it's good. If you do this and you put it back on after cleaning it and it leaks, you need to change out the gasket that sits between the transmission housing and the solenoid itself. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There are the 4 steel pillars I was telling you about, so make note which one goes where. You have a tall one here in the middle. Short, short, tall, short. At the bottom of the steel pins, there's a little wire mesh, like a little filter. We're going to clean those out. There's the back side of the linear solenoid. Going to clean this out as well. We're going to actuate it, see if it's working or not as well too. So, you just clean them out with a brake cleaner. Let's see if I can pull out with my finger. Sometimes you can. Yep, you can. Okay, there you go. See, right down there. Do not lose these. There's a tiny little screen. So we'll clean all this up. I'll clean this up. Yep, got that one out. Now let me clean out the each individual stem here. Okay, pull one out and just shoot brake cleaner down it. See a little screen right there? Go ahead and put it back into place. That's all you got to do. This tall one does not have a screen, but I'm going to clean it up anyways. Last one. This one has the most debris in it. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Okay, now what's getting caught in here is friction material from the clutch plates, clutch packs. Okay, so that's ready. I'm going to go over to the bench and we're going to test the solenoid out. We're going to test the solenoid. You need to test it on the bench because even if you have this, if it's still sitting on the transmission, you apply electricity, 12 volts from a car battery to it. Even though you hear it clicking, yeah, the solenoid might be clicking, but you need to see that the piston inside there is actually moving back and forth, and that's what we're going to show you how to do right now. So I have two tiny little alligator clips right off screen right here. I have a fully charged 12 volt car battery. And we just come in here on the connectors, bring in your alligator clips, right? Doesn't matter which one you connect it to, be that negative or positive. Okay, got everything hooked up. We should see movement right there. You see that right there? Right there, look right there. It's moving. So the solenoid is working correctly. Alright, I'll do the same to this one. I've already done it. It's working the same. I'm just going to clean all this out with brake cleaner. I'm going to clean this all out with brake cleaner and install it back onto the transmission. I'm also going to open this side up right here, clean it out this way. It leads right into this passage. So if there's any clutch material left in there, I can get it out through here. Just clean this all out as best of your ability. Also, you have 3 O-rings right here. Don't lose those. I didn't get them from Honda, so I'm just going to stick them back onto the pillars from the transmission. Just don't lose them. If you can hear it clicking but it's not moving at all, try cleaning it. If that doesn't help, you can try soaking it in acetone, but only soak it up to, you don't want to soak your electrical connectors in acetone, just the body. So you'd have to like hang it or suspend it in a fluid, give it a bath. You know, worst case scenario, you try to clean it doesn't work, then you have to buy a new one, but at least you gave it a shot. You know, my dad always just used to tell me, you know, if you have a part you think it's bad, try to fix it. If it doesn't work, you've lost nothing because it was bad in the first place. But if you got it working, saved yourself some money.